attention, and that sort of thing. But again, I wasn't savvy enough to realize what really had happened. Even winning an Academy Award, it was an incredible evening, you know, and I can't even find adjectives to describe how one feels in an evening like that. But it was like I was 10 years younger than I really was. Does that make any sense to you at all?
Yeah. Do you remember the people, I'm just curious, who were nominated for that award along with you?
Yeah, I do. Montgomery Clift, Judgment at Nuremberg, Peter Falk, Pocketful of Miracles, Jackie Gleason, and the Hustler, and George C. Scott.
So you were up against some high-power stuff.
Yeah, but you see, I was, again, when you're in a film that is so universally loved the way Westside Story was, that obviously ups the odds of
Who
winning.
else tested for the role of Bernardo? Do you have any idea?
The only one that I know of was the guy who was playing Bernardo in the London company. I played Riff. That is the role that Russ Tamblyn was playing in the film.
Oh, I see.
The leader of the Jets. But for the film, I did do a test as Riff and one as Bernardo. And we were asked by United Artists to, 5 of us in the London company did tests at a studio in London, outside of London, for the film. None of us ever thought we'd ever get anywhere near it, so it was an incredible surprise when those letters came. So I did a test as Riff. I was asked in the letter to also do a test as Bernardo, so what I did was I borrowed, the guy playing Bernardo in London was the original Bernardo. His name was Ken Leroy. He was wonderful. And when he finished doing his test as Bernardo, I borrowed his jacket to put on, and I wore his jacket for my test, but I don't know who else did. I just know that he did because I was there with him.
Whenever you, we're speaking for myself, whenever I see the movie, I can't help but think that their choices were perfect. Of course, we tend to think that when we see the finished product, it's so good.
Yeah.
And you mentioned the choreography, and I couldn't believe the precision of movement. Even the fight scenes were so well choreographed.
Yeah.
It just kind of blew my mind.
That's Jerome Robbins. I'd always love to mention his name whenever I can, because without him, and Leonard Bernstein, of course, and Stephen Sondheim, Martha Lawrence, it just wouldn't exist.
Yeah. I had wanted to talk about your Academy Award. You already brought that up, and I'm still curious. In Westside Story, obviously, this is the high point in your career. Was it the biggest challenge? Do you think? Have you had work that's been more demanding or more fulfilling? Or
I've had work that's been certainly as demanding, maybe in some ways more demanding. In '78. Okay, now see if this may come as a surprise to you, because it's, because of the kind of person I am as opposed to the role that I was playing. I played Dracula in the theater, at the Queen's Theatre in London, in a play called The Passion of Dracula. Well, I'm a quiet, soft-spoken person, and I thought, oh boy, how am I going to do this? It was tough, but I did it.